but, like, in a sense, I am kind of just going through the 3D games. The 2D games here, just so I can get to the 3D games and start talking about the no fuck y'all haters, these games kick ass, shut your mouths. To a certain extent. I mean, what up, motherfucker? You gonna have a race? I'm definitely keeping this in, that's why I'm still talking about the 3D games. You wanna race, motherfucker? Let's fucking roll. Bring it on. Say when. Green light, go! Suck my dick, Metal Sonic. I'm the fastest. You're thinking you're gonna beat me because you can think of everything that I'm going to do. But that's not going to work because I know what you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
Oh my god, that seriously, look up that OVA. It is the weirdest shit. It is so fucking bizarre. It is like the most surreal fucking fever dream. It feels like fucking someone took like heavy metal or something and mixed it with Sonic. Like that classic kind of like 80s like frame by frame cell animation. With, like, just the weirdest sense of style. Fuck you, Metal Sonic, you're dead! Coming for you next, Eggman! Look, he's got a little bit... It's hard to notice, but he's got a little bit of a different design to him in this game compared to other ones. The fuck off me, thought. Look at this. Look at his face. Ugh, this bitch. Like, it's the same idle animation, but the fact that Amy is clinging to him just changes the context, and it's so fucking great. I will cut this out, though. Hopefully I can actually trigger the time warp and go to the future and see the good future, because when you have the time stones, it's automatically the good future. You don't have to bother going back in time to destroy the projections and the robot and the roboticizer. It's just automatically a good future because you have the time stones. So hopefully I can get that and see that. God damn it! Like, what do you want from me? What am I supposed to do? That's so, like, that is such a key frustration for me with this game. Is trying to get these goddamn frick-frack time travel fucking signposts to fucking trigger correctly. Like, the 2D games, I'm not saying anything new with these videos, I feel. Everyone knows these games are good. That's the problem. The entire point of this is people say, see, made a good future, I didn't do anything, I just have the time stones. Everyone says Sonic hasn't been good since the Genesis, all the 3D games suck. So I'm playing these 2D games going, yeah, you're not wrong, these certainly are good games. You're wrong, what you're wrong about is saying the 3D games suck. So until I get to the 3D games, I'm just, oh, perfect. I'm just kind of saying what's already been said. The 2D games are good. Sonic 1, I have my misgivings about it. It's not a bad game, and especially for the context and time it came out. Look at this fucking good future. Oh, dude. So brilliant. Oh, dude, pristine. And again, I didn't have to go into the past and hit any projectors or whatever. It's just automatically like this because I had the time stones. And if you have the time stones, it's automatically a good future for every level that you have them, because you can only get them at minimum on the third level if you're doing it perfect. Which I can't do. I didn't get the time stones until like later, because it's doing the Sonic 1 style of you get 50 rings, and then at the end of the level, you jump into the giant ring and then collect them in a special stage, instead of being able to collect them throughout the stage yourself, like with Sonic 2 and, to a lesser degree, Sonic 3. Shoo! Shoo! Nope. Please do not. Okay, good. Do not want to go into the past. Stay here. Stay in this warm, happy future. Okay, this is frustrating. Let's try a different route. Like, imagine, like, I don't know, cheating and getting and having the time stones from level 1. That would be fun. I would enjoy being able to do that with, like, a level selector or something. I'm sure this game does have a level selector. Maybe I should look that up. But, that's... Yeah, sheepy sheep! You got sheepy sheep! That's my point. Everyone says only the 2D games are good. Yeah, they are. Sonic 1's certainly not a bad game. I feel like it doesn't particularly hold up, but considering when it came out, and it being the first in the series, it's a milestone and set the standard. And set the stage for what was to come, and that's nothing but a good thing. It did good. I don't think it was good, but it certainly weren't bad. Sonic CD, again, I feel like it still has that same middling kind of baby steps vibe that Sonic 1 had, that same kind of mentality to the design, but definitely vastly improved in terms of, like, frustrating elements, and has some wonderful cinematic moments. Sonic 2, fucking incredible. I don't think anyone will disagree with that. Sonic 3, incredible. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. Like, everyone knows the 2D games are good. What people are saying is that only the 2D games are good, and the 3D games are all bad. So, by necessity, I have to get through. And that feels like such a negative thing to say about them. I feel like I have to get through the 2D games. And I'm not trying to, like, accentuate their flaws to make the 3D games seem good or anything. They are just as good as everyone says they are. But I feel like the point of this is I want to talk about how, no, the 3D games are good too. Y'all fuckers. Shut the, sit the fuck down. You're full of shit. The 3D games are certainly not all bad. Most of them are good. Some of them are mediocre. Just like some of the 2D Sonic games are mediocre. Huh, how about that shit? Gee willikers, you know? Like, a game series, a fucking franchise, wow, that has 31 goddamn games in it, has a few that are 5 out of 10s. Yeah, Sonic sucks. The entire series is total garbage. Let's make it a fucking laughingstock of the internet for 20 years. Bunch of goddamn chuckle fucks, I swear to God. Again, even the worst game in the series, Sonic 2006, which no one in their right mind is going to say isn't a bad game. Even that game, I have good things to say about it. So, like, hush. But we'll get to that when we get to it, I guess. Gotta get through this fucking zone. Just because it's easier doesn't mean you're gonna just fucking sleepwalk through it. Like, this is the kind of level design I'm talking about when I say it's still very much in the Sonic 1 mold of things. We were kind of dealing with this, mobility puzzle. I'm not sure, like, what the best term for it is, anyway. There we go. Let's see how much of an improvement the good future of Zone 3 of this final act here is compared to the frustration of the bad future version. Yeah! Sheepy sheeps! Hey, sheepy sheeps and flicky flicks! Aw, what cuties! Oh no! Bunch of little animal buddies! Aw man, it looks so pristine and nice. Got some power-ups already. Hopefully it doesn't have... It seems pretty much the same with, like, palette's color difference to make things seem less, like, fucked and dirty. Shit. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I can time this. Yes! Okay. Ooh, let's see how the mini-boss/boss fare. If they're any easier or not, or if it's literally just the same. Or it might just be my... Nope. Still tough. Like, I don't know how all the good future ones are. Again, I can only consistently... Fuck. I can only consistently get the good future in Act 1, or like the first level. Come now. Ugh. That's still, like, weirdly frustratingly hard. But, like, the boss of that level is, like, stupid easy on the good future compared to the bad future, so I wonder if the same is the case for this level! Woo, wow. Okay, gotta have stand a much better chance here. Maybe that mini boss is just I can't wrap my brain around it. And the boss, like the proper Eggman boss, will be on the easier side. Man, I just cannot figure out how you're supposed to do this. And like, what's the proper way to do that? Come on. There we go. Guess I just figured it out right there. Okay, let's fucking finish this, Eggman. We shall restore the littlest prince to his planet so he can go back to drawing hats. I don't know why the Little Planet makes me think of the Little Prince. A book I loved as a child. My grandma on my dad's side would read it to me. My dad's mom would read it to me when I went to visit her house. And of course, I loved that book because it had a fox in it. That's not the reason, but it is a reason. So the Little Planet just makes me think of, Eggman's taking over the Little Prince and saying, hey, why you drawing these pictures of hats? It ain't a hat, you fat old motherfucker. It's a goddamn snake eating an elephant. Yeah, my face. Oh, really now? Just had to, like, resolve our relationship on a negative note, and instead of chasing after Eggman, he's gotta deal with this fucking thought. And once again, I love this. Like, he picks her up, stables her. You gonna stay? You gonna stay? Okay, I'm out. And then she peeks up. I love that image. Okay, let's see what's different. He shouldn't have the time stone with him this time, right? Aww, that's such a great Sonic face. Yay! Our hero, Sonic. The world of the Sonic games is so funny. It would be fun to like analyze and try and piece together. It just has this planet that appears over a lake like once a month for 1 month every year or something like that. So the rest of the credits are the same, I would assume. We'll stay and see to the ending. Look at this. I love that pose. That pose is great. So, like, again, it's not my intention to be like, no, the 2D games are bad. Shut up about the 3D games. Obviously not my intention, and I do think this game's good. It has its good aspects to it. But I do feel like when I get to the 3D games, I'm gonna be going, and this is the Sonic CD of the 3D games. Love that. Look at this. And they're fucking boom. I do feel like I'm gonna be going like, this is the Sonic CD of the 3D games. Kind of mediocre, with things about it that I really, really like. And like, this is the Sonic 1 of the 3D games. Very, like, rough, and yet, like, necessitating of polish. But the inspiration of something new is there. But we'll get to those when we get to those. I'm just kind of like, oh, I want to get to them. Studio Birdman. And again, because this game was developed in tandem with Sonic 2, Super Sonic wasn't a thing yet, so he wasn't in the game. Like, I do think it's like, this game kind of represents an alternate branch of where the Sonic series could have ended up, because you just had the first game, the 6 Chaos Emeralds, and they didn't do anything. This game was like 7 time stones. Maybe there's just a ton of different kind of magical emeralds out there you can collect, and there was no Super Sonic, so there's no real point to collecting them, aside from like their effect on the gameplay in a different way. Yeah, bunch of pretty flowers. So like, you're too cool, grammatically correct. So that's Sonic CD. Thank you guys for watching. See you next game.